Congratulations for downloading the Digital Marketing Checklist. This checklist will give you a nice overview of the various aspects of digital marketing, and you'll be able to implement it in your business. In this short video, I want to go through the small business digital marketing roadmap, a step-by-step process to increase your sales online. The whole process will take about 60 to 90 days to implement, but once implemented, you'll have a predictable system to generate sales online. So first off, who am I? My name is Quentin. I'm a digital marketer based here in South Africa, and I gained my experience working for a digital agency. I've got various clients in various industries, be it from e-commerce or to lead generation. And what I found working with all these clients is that a lot of businesses try a random acts of marketing basically when it comes to online marketing. This week they'll boost a post, they'll try boosting a post on Facebook, they'll try a blog post next week. The next week they might do something on LinkedIn, and they try these random acts and they don't have a structured game plan when it comes to marketing online. So online, it costs you money and time if you don't have a strategy that you can implement. So what I did was I came up with this digital marketing roadmap, which is a 3-step process that will take you a few 60 to 90 days, like I mentioned, to implement, but at the end of it, you'll have a predictable system. So you'll start here with your presence, go through planning, and then to performance. But don't worry, I won't leave it like this. It can look a little bit confusing, but what I will do is go through each step and just give you a brief explanation of each. This video is not to give you an in-depth explanation of each step, but just to give you an idea of what needs to be done to take advantage of digital marketing, especially now in the current situation where digital is becoming the main form of marketing and the main form of acquiring sales. So let me jump straight into it. So first off is presence. So presence consists of your ideal avatar, your online presence, and then your competitor analysis. So your ideal avatar. I'm sure you've heard this before. Create an ideal avatar. And this is made up of demographic information, geographic information, as well as psychographic information. And the reason this is important is because everything stems from here. So this will determine the looks of your website, which platforms you market on, the copy on your website, your ideal target audience is what it is, will dictate how you go about marketing online. And because online you can get very specific and the targeting is so effective online, having an ideal avatar is even more important. So knowing is male or female, it could be both, but have a avatar for each, for a male and a female. Where are they found? Are you a local business? Are you international? Where are they found? Psychographic information, interests, behaviors, and attitudes, which is actually the more important part of it. So what do they believe? What are their likes and dislikes? And with this information, you can craft an ideal avatar, an exact person that your products or services are best suited towards. There's obviously a structured way to go about figuring this out, but this video is just to give you an idea of what you need to do to effectively market online. So that's the first step. Identify your ideal target audience, basically. The next step is your online presence. So now that you know who you're marketing to and who your products and services is for, and that can help the most, you're now going to look at your website and look at things like, does your website speak to your ideal target audience? Does it touch on their pain points? Does it communicate your value? Is your website set up to basically convert to get a conversion? And that could be a sale, or it could be generating a lead on your website. A lot of websites are set up, they're beautifully designed and set up, but they're not actually set up for conversions. So that is vitally important to have your presence sorted out and that it speaks to your ideal target audience, and it is effective in getting your desired result that you want. Then you're going to set up your Google My Business. You're going to make sure your Google My Business is set up correctly and everything is up to date there, as well as your social media platforms. It doesn't matter if you're not going to be active on all the platforms, but just make sure that it's up to that the platforms that are out there, you have a presence there and it's up to date and looking professional. Then citations, this is just business directories online. You want to make sure that the information on there is up to date. This is information like the name of your business, the address of your business, and the phone number. So you want to make sure that they are all the same right through the internet. This helps with search engines actually finding your business online, and it makes it look more credible. So that's your presence. You want to make sure this is sorted out and it speaks to your ideal target market. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to do some competitor research. So here you're going to look at the competitor landscape. You're going to see what platforms they're using, what advertising channels, what social media channels they're using. The idea here is not to steal from them and you do exactly what they're doing, but you just want to see what's working and what's not for them. So you can actually capitalize on it and see how you can implement it in your business and see where they are weak as well, where they're not actually taking advantage of certain areas. Not the most exciting part of the roadmap, but it's something that needs to be done. So you've got an idea of how the landscape looks basically. So yeah, that's the present. That's the first step. That's the foundation of the roadmap. You want to get your presence sorted out. So now you know who you're talking to, who's your ideal target audience. You've got your presence sorted out. Your presence is looking good and it's speaking to your avatar. It's set up for conversions, and you understand what your competitors are doing in the space or online. And this takes you from being invisible online to being visible. And this is the foundation of it. So I know it's cliche, but it's like a house. You want to have a solid foundation. So knowing exactly who you're speaking to, building a good presence, and knowing what your competitors are doing is a very important online. So yeah, that moves us to the next step. And just to say, you can't move on to the next step without first completing the previous step. So you can't move on to planning before your presence and you know who your avatar is. So the next step is planning. So that's exactly what it means. It's your strategy, it's your digital marketing strategy, knowing how you're going to go about marketing your business online. And this prevents you from basically trying this random acts of marketing of just trying this 1 week and trying something else the next week. So in the planning stage, you're going to come up with your signature offer. You're going to map out your customer journey, and you're going to go to platform selection. So your signature offer. So your signature offer, these are the products and services that you want to offer to your target audience that is the most profitable to you and also solves your target audience's most pressing problem. So this doesn't matter if you're a service-based business or a products, an e-commerce type of business. You want to bundle your products or have a special offer that you want to that you know solves your target audience's problem and is something that they want. The offer needs to be irresistible to your target audience because it solves their problem, basically. So this is something you can work on, and if you won't figure it out immediately, you'll have to try different combinations of your services or different combinations of your products. Maybe free shipping, limited deals, these kind of things you will try to put together. And in this way, you will find that irresistible offer that people will want to buy. The next thing is your customer journey. And this part is very important, where you're going to map out how you're going to take somebody that doesn't know about your business, so a stranger that doesn't know about your business, to ending up being a client. What is that process? How does that look? So there's a couple of steps to the customer journey. It's the awareness, engagement, subscribe, convert, and excite. So the awareness phase, the person doesn't know about you. How are they going to first find out about you? Is it through a blog post? Are you doing podcast? Is it through a Facebook ad? Is it through a Google ad? So how are people finding you initially? And then how are you getting them to engage with your business? The next step is how you're going to get their contact information. So how are you going to get their name, email, or phone number, or address, whatever your business requires, so that you can market to them on a regular basis. The next step, how are you going to get them to convert? The convert can be either a sale or whatever conversion action you want them to take. The next step is how you're going to excite them. So now how you're going to add even more value that gets them to become an advocate of your business, basically, and offering you referrals and talking about your business to other potential clients. So a very important step is mapping out exactly how somebody's going to become a customer of yours. It's something that not a lot of businesses do, but it's vitally important when it comes to online marketing to know step by step how this process is going to take place. Quick note here, you can have various customer journeys, but you want to map out, you want to make sure it's mapped out so that you know exactly how it's done. Then it comes to platform selection. This is going to be kind of figured out through your competitor analysis, through your and as well as through your customer journey. So this stage will kind of be figured out before, but things to consider when choosing the platform that you're actually going to be marketing on and focusing on, or platforms. Is your product a want or a need? Is there a creative or visual aspect to your business? Is it a local type of business, or are you just operating in a local area? What is the age of your target audience? Where does your target audience hang out? And where are your competitors marketing? So let's say, for instance, you're a plumber. You know that this is a need-based business. So if somebody wants a plumber, they must probably need it. So you would most probably look at Google for your advertising channel, because when somebody needs a plumber, they'll probably type in plumber near me, or burst emergency plumber, or burst geyser emergency, something like that. They'll type into Google. That will be more search-based type of marketing that you would want to look at. So let's say now you're a gym, maybe not really a need, but more of a want. So somebody would be scrolling on Facebook and they'll see an image of people that are in shape working out. You could offer them 7 days free gym access, those kind of things. And that is more geared towards Facebook because it's visually appealing and it's not really a need that somebody wants. So yeah, you can get good looking people on Instagram, Facebook, images, videos, these kind of things. So you need to consider those type of things when thinking of which platforms you're actually going to use. LinkedIn, B2B, are you more geared towards B2B type of marketing? You can look at LinkedIn then. So yeah, a lot of things to consider, but it will become clear once you know your ideal target audience. So yeah, so it all boils back down to your ideal avatar. So yeah, that's the planning phase, or in other words, the strategy phase. So in here, you're going to come up with your signature offer. You're going to map out your customer journey, and you're going to select which platforms you're going to use. So this is your strategy. This is actually something that you will have written down and clear, so that you know you're not trying different things all the time. And in this stage, once you completed this, you go from scattered and unorganized to clear and organized, because now you have a clear idea of what you're doing. Your foundation is sorted out. You've got your presence sorted out. You've now got a plan of what to do. So now the next step is you basically want to get traffic to your website, and this is the performance part of the business. Is where you basically now going to start getting traffic to your digital assets. So this performance is made up of a content crusher, the ad code, and the data analysis. In other words, it's basically driving traffic to your website. So Content Crusher, this is where you're going to create content for your customer journey. This could be made up of articles, videos, media, social media posts, lead magnets, and these. This is where we're going to create the articles to get your your ideal customers' attention or awareness. So most experts nowadays agree that content marketing is the only type of marketing that's out there. So if you think about it, think about the businesses that you follow online. The reason you do that is because they produce valuable content that you find useful, and you can use the content, the free content, and it basically places that business as being the authority in that industry. So creating content is vitally important, and the content can be ads, it can be articles, can be various things. But nowadays, online, your business needs to be creating content so that people can find out about your business. Content is good for all parts of your customer journey, but especially important in the awareness part of your customer journey so that people can learn about you and see your business as being an authority. So yeah, the next step is the ad code. So now the ad code is a system that you can use for any platform that you're running ads on. You're gonna have an offer, which we figured out in the signature offer. Then you can use your targeting. So this is very important. You can do it with keyword research if you're using Google or Bing, and then your targeting on Facebook and LinkedIn. There's a lot of targeting options. Then it's the copy that you use. The copy is the words or the videos or the words basically that you use to convey the value of your offer. And then you can look at the creative. This could be images, videos. Does it speak to your potential target audience and convey the value of your offer as well? And then your AdSense is your ad congruent right through. So does your ad speak to your landing page, and does the copy on your ad and your landing page, are they the same? A lot of people neglect that, but it's been shown if your ad and your landing page are similar, conversion rates are much higher. So that's something to keep in mind whenever you're running ads on any platform. So the next step is analysis, and this is where we look at the data. We go through Google Analytics, go through conversion tracking. This we would have set up in our first phase in the presence side of things. So this would be set up already, and now it's just a matter of tracking everything. So now you want to look at metrics like cost per click, cost per lead, cost per acquisition, your profit margins, lifetime value of a customer. We want to monitor all these metrics and then make decisions based on that. So now we can tweak things. We can see, listen, this ad is not performing as well as that ad. My retargeting audiences is not performing. What's happening? So now we can make better decisions about our business and get better results that way. So that brings us to the end of the roadmap. But just to summarize the performance again, you got the content that you're going to create. You're going to now run traffic with ads using the ad formula or the ad code. Then you're going to analyze the data that you're getting, because now you are getting traffic to your websites and your digital assets, and now you can make better decisions and capitalize on that data. So in this phase, once you complete it, you're going from stagnant to active, and you're basically getting the data. And in this phase, you start getting the sales and the leads. Most people start at this phase because they just start running ads and start randomly creating content and not even analyzing the data. But it's best to first sort out the foundation, have a strategy, and then move into the performance stage. So that's it. It's the presence, planning, and performance. And like I said, it takes 60, 90 days to get this up and running and set up. But once you're done, you're going to have a predictable system that you can use to generate sales. Now, it's not a passive income thing that people speak about online. You still have to tweak it every month and every week. You have to look at the results and tweak it. but you've got the main gears of your system in place, where you just need small tweaks to get it right. So yeah, the next steps is, if you found this interesting, you can schedule a 30-minute strategy call with myself, where I can show you how you can implement this roadmap into your specific business. I must say, first off, it's not for everybody, it's not for all types of business, because it does take a little bit of planning, and it is a process that we have to work through. But yeah, the next step would be to schedule a 30-minute strategy call, where I can learn more about your business, as well as give you some solid next steps on how to basically get better results with your digital marketing. So, oh yes, here's some testimonials from some clients. You can see some more testimonials on my website, qmarketing.co.za. And yeah, click the button either below or to the side of this video to schedule a 30-minute free consultation. The worst thing that will happen is you'll get a free consultation, and yeah, you'll know the next steps. So I look forward to hearing from you, and keep well and keep safe. Bye.